And good morning to everyone out there. Thank you all for starting your day with us. And we'll start what's trending in Abuja, where on Monday, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu honored the life and legacy of the former President Muhammadu Buhari as the embodiment of discipline and public service. The president making this known during a speech at the launch of Buhari's official biography at the State House Banquet Hall, where he was seen unveiling the book's cover during the event. And during his speech, he discussed the importance of one's legacy and how it persists long after one's tenure or time on earth is over. Let's take a look.
The measure of a leader is simply not the offices he held or the motorcade that accompanied him. It was in what persists when sovereign falls silent. President Muhammadu Buhari left behind a reputation of integrity. His pattern life. President Muhammadu Buhari loved this country consistently, morning after morning, decision after decision, straight through to the oath he took. That is why even those who disagree with him often acknowledged his honesty.
Now, the president describes speaking at this event as a profound honor. And something else that really stood out to me here is him saying that even if people disagreed with the former president, there were aspects of his character that stood out: honesty, discipline, humility. And, Dr. Abati, I'll start with you, just talking about how President Tinubu is essentially honoring the life, the legacy of Buhari now that there's this new biography coming out about his life.
Okay, the biography From Soldier to Statesman is written by Dr. Chao It's a 600-page book in which he's looking at, President Buhari, not just as a soldier and statesman, but also focusing on his values, the values that govern his aspirations, guiding principles, and also his personal convictions. And I think that we should start first by congratulating Dr. Charles Omole on writing this book. Documentation is something that helps in building historiography. Where the problem may be will be in terms of the interpretation, of the details. I think that the jury is still out on the achievement of President Muhammad Buhari when he was president of Nigeria between 2015 to 2023. But there is no doubt that he's a major historical figure. And everyone who spoke there, including his daughter, Nana Buhari, echoed the sentiment. But the president himself paid tribute that this was a man of integrity, this was a man of discipline, a man of conviction, whose personal example, advertised the values of trust and integrity. Mm-hmm. Well, the president, I think, struck all the right notes. What the president did not say is as important as what he said. He paid tribute to his successor, a man he described as family, friend, and co-traveler in this democratic project. What he did not say is that he has spent the last 3 years or so correcting the failures, the omissions of the Buhari administration. Each time the spokespersons of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu want to reference the Buhari administration, they will say, well, we met a mess in this place, complete mess. And that's what we're trying to do to correct and move forward. And now that administration that is praising integrity and discipline and hard work has now reached a point now where it is beginning to question some of the things that President Buhari and his appointed ministers did. The only intervention we have made in that regard is that there should be fairness, there should be no witch hunt. People must be given their right to fair hearing. But you don't expect the president to come and say that. That's the job for what does Rufia call them? Data boys. That's their job. Mm-hmm. But the president spoke in a statesmanly manner, mm-hmm. and he said, well, he tried his best. We are friends. We are going forward. Mm-hmm. But NTA, in the video that I saw, they refer to this man as statesman. There's nothing called statesman. I think NTA, in writing their, ticker tape meant statesman. So they should not do that next time.
Yes.
They should pay close attention.
Absolutely.
But it's a correcting NTA. Okay, so I had something to say about it.
No, complete this statement. I'm correcting NTA.
I say the correct NTA is good. It's good. It's part of it.
No, you wanted to say something.
This is a correct. Why are you praying?
You wanted to say something about.
Swallow it.
I said correcting NTA.
You wanted to say something about.
No, I wanted to say
the
something. I wanted to comment on this issue. So yes, there are many things about the legacies. Yes, and congratulations to Dr. Chao on writing the book, and also I think he also reviewed the book yesterday. And you don't expect the
He
president.
wrote the book and reviewed it himself.
Okay, maybe the president.
No, he
said-
will have made an awful statement.
and the review. Okay, good. So, and yes, there are many things about Buhari's legacy we can never forget. So, you see, you were quoting "Don't speak ill of the dead." Yes, very old Roman maxim and all that. Don't speak ill of the dead. But we should all do well when we are alive, because we know we'll be dead someday. And so that it doesn't give us hard things to say. Or we don't have to lie when we speak of the legacy. There are some things that were great about his legacy. There are some things that were not great. Economy-wise, there's so many decisions that he took that was not it. Border closure, some steps taken in the economy and all of that. I mean, didn't all go well. The corruption under him. He keeps saying, no, I'm not corrupt, but a lot of corruption went on under him. We've talked about these cases, but also, there's also an element of witch hunts there, because it is all when those people started aligning with the ADC, we started seeing that they resurrected the cases of corruption. And if we are saying, indictment of President Buhari's administration, President Tinubu, there are people that serve as minister in Buhari's administration. They are still serving as minister here today. So let's not deceive ourselves. But there are some traits also that is now making Buhari look like a better Democrat than President Tinubu. One major trait that Mr. President Buhari have of blessed memory is the fact that he doesn't know how to interfere in some matters. He will just leave people to settle it out. And it was sort of good for democracy at that point in time. At least we saw opposition win easily. But today, it's very difficult. If you have to win as opposition, you have to have gone, tell Baba that please favor me and all of that. I mean, we keep talking about elections like what transpired in Edo and the likes and all of that. Then, we are also having a trend where, to a large extent, you are seeing some judgments by the judiciary that you are having to pinch yourself about. And you're also seeing in a state as an assembly and a legislature that is totally in bed, with the executive. So you are seeing so many things happen in this administration. I'm not saying it didn't happen in Buhari's time, but it's making Buhari look like a saint. So as time is going on, Buhari is fast becoming a better Democrat than President Tinubu. You can ascribe that to, maybe he doesn't care attitude and all of that. Then the book, there are many things that they've said. Like, take for instance, they were talking about why that the allegations of, maybe Buhari was poisoned when he went out of the country. His wife said it was because of the pills and the food they were giving him and things like that. So there are many things that happen in the book. But, you don't expect the president to say anything contrary as regards his legacy.
Exactly.
But there are many things President Buhari didn't try on. But there are many things that then we saw that was not good. And how do I forget? A dot in the circle. We called a group of people in this country a dot in the circle. Let's never forget that.
A lot to remember,
to
for sure.
a group of people.
Well, quickly, the book is not about the comparison of Buhari and President Tinubu. If you want to compare, I consider President Tinubu a more present-minded, more active, more progressive, more productive president than President Buhari.
Don't speak ill of the dead.
President Buhari
wasn't President
No. Since we are being factual, President Buhari was sleepwalking. For 8 years, it was sleepwalking, and that's what this administration. That's why this administration, Tinubu administration, has a bigger burden. So let us not say Tinubu, Buhari is a better Democrat. How?
Yes, let's.
That's personal.
No, let me clarify this. Please, let me clarify this. With due respect.
Yes.
I put a context to it, and I said, because of his I don't care attitude, he's a better Democrat. Look at what happened. You want to delude yourself about what happened in Edo State. You want to be should I be telling you? With all this decamping that is going on, that they are pushing people to one particular party.
Yes,
with all this higgy haga.
Just take one sentence.
He's a better Democrat than
A man that was absent-minded.
At least elections counted in his time.
Yes, let's take one sentence. One sentence from Ayo.
Justice for one sentence.
Yes,
one sentence. I think it's quite sad that what we're comparing today is the better of the less, or the lesser evil of the two. And I think it just speaks to leadership in Nigeria that we're saying this one is better than the other one because this one was sleeping, so democracy was going. That's so sad for us as a nation. That's what we're looking at as to which one is less evil, which one is. I think that's, and I just think should elevate our leadership selection process.
Absolutely.
And also help us, strengthen
Absolutely.
Told you that one evil is better than the other.
Okay, let's move to our next story now. Let's move to our next story. If not, we won't take anything else. But